Hi, my name is Mariah Williams, and I'm going to be doing my speech this evening on abortion. A very controversial topic, but it's something I feel very strongly about, and I'm glad I'm doing it on this. Imagine you're having a wonderful bonding day with your parents, getting ice cream, taking pictures, enjoying each other's love and comfort, enjoying time together. And then all of a sudden, someone you don't know, just out of nowhere, starts ripping off your appendages. You're screaming for help, but nobody can hear you. Nobody's trying to save you. That's what abortion is. But that baby's not going to know the joy you have with your parents. That baby's not going to know what that's like. That baby's not going to know what it's like to be loved and cared for by their parents. Because that baby wasn't given a chance to live. That baby wasn't given a chance to be loved by someone. Many women choose abortion without knowing all the options, most of which are teenage girls who do believe that abortion is the best thing for them. But just because you have an unplanned pregnancy, your birth control fails, doesn't mean that's your only option. Many women get pregnant every day. Many women find out they're pregnant every day. And even if they cannot care for the child themselves, they go to other options. They find other options. But some women make the sad choice to choose abortion, which later on they regret, or could even be severely harmed by. There are so many other options women have instead of abortion. There's couples out there who would love to help you. There's so many options out there. So now, let's discuss exactly what abortion is. Abortion is the simple dismembering of an unborn baby or babies to end a pregnancy. Abortion is generally a procedure done during or before 12 weeks of pregnancy. The abortion is to end the pregnancy upon the mother's wishes. Did you know a young woman can get an abortion without parental consent? Yeah, a woman can get an abortion without having to have a parent sign saying they are okay with this procedure happening. It doesn't matter if the parents know or not. They don't have to sign off on it. The baby's father has no legal rights to state that she can or cannot have an abortion. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the women who say, my body, my choice. But the father should have say in things too. He helped make the baby. He should have a say, especially if you're not going to do anything to care for the baby. Something women don't realize is how much harm an abortion can do to them, physically and severely mentally. So many women end up suffering from depression and even PTSD after having an abortion because they hadn't done their research. They had not understood just how traumatic it can be. Some women don't ever recover from how traumatic the experience was. They can be left with severe mental disorders for the rest of their life because they weren't prepared for it. They didn't truly understand what it was. Did you know that abortion is the 5th leading cause of maternal death in the United States? The 5th. That's a pretty high number for something that is unnecessary. I believe me, I understand there's cases where it's medically necessary because it'll end the mother's life or even the mother and the baby's life. And it's a need, but Did you know that women who have an abortion actually have an increased risk at developing liver, cervical, and ovarian cancer? As stated on afterabortion.org, women with a history of one abortion face 2.3 times higher risk of having cervical cancer compared to women with no history of abortion. On top of how awful an abortion can be to a woman, traumatically and physically, why would you increase your chances of having cancer? The foods we eat, the air we breathe, things we do on a daily basis already up that. Why would you make it more? Abortion is a very selfish act. When aborting a baby, that's not just saving yourself from something you weren't ready for. That's taking a child away from a desperate couple who prayed, who plead to have a baby. So many couples can't. They can't make their own baby. In a couple, sometimes the man will suffer from low sperm counts, and the woman will suffer from an inhabitable environment, meaning her uterus cannot carry a baby. That means the uterus will fight off the baby. So many homosexual couples decide they want to reproduce, and obviously they cannot reproduce together. So all these people, they look to adoption. More newborn babies are adopted than children 5 years and older. If even half of these women who decided to get abortions would just put their babies up for adoption, it would save so many lives. It would help that mother, and it would be so much better for everybody. Also, 9 times out of 10, the woman doesn't turn to the father and give the father the option to keep the baby. No, they just go straight to abortion. I personally, I adore my baby. This is my baby. I couldn't imagine life without her. She is so beautiful and has been the light of mine, my husband's, and her older sister's lives. I couldn't imagine not having her. I don't understand how someone can just openly decide, I didn't plan this pregnancy, I'm not ready for this, and just abort a baby without thinking of all the other options there are. I don't think women really think about everything. They just assume the father's not going to want the baby, just as they don't want it. So many men out there would be more than willing, more than happy to raise that baby on their own. But they won't tell them that. Abortion is such an awful thing. It takes away so many chances. It takes away so many chances for all these couples to have a baby. To finally have a baby of your own. When you abort that baby because you didn't think it was right for you, you know what? Maybe that baby wasn't right for you. Maybe you were supposed to get pregnant with that baby so someone else could have that baby. And you know what you're doing? You're taking that baby away from another couple. I personally, I couldn't do that. To know that I was taking a baby away from someone who cried daily, who pleaded daily to have a baby. I couldn't live with myself. That would destroy me. So, is abortion bad? Yes. Yes, I believe abortion is very bad. It does way more bad than it does good. I understand young women are afraid to have a baby at such a young age, but there's so many other options out there. So many people who would give that baby a wonderful, caring, loving life, a wonderful home to live in. But that baby needs a chance. That baby needs a chance to live and to be loved. I'm completely against abortion, and I hope and pray that you understand just how awful an abortion really can be, and help us to make sure that more women become aware.